My name is Lydia Foley. I'm the broker and owner of Purple Finch Properties, and we are here for a Purple Finch field trip at Norfolk Kitchen and Bath in Manchester. And I'd love to introduce you to the designers.
Hi, I'm Mariah Marceau. I have been with Norfolk for 8 years. I've been in the design industry for 10 years. My dad is a builder, so I've been around it my entire life. And my stepmom is an interior designer, so again, I've been around it.
Runs in the family.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Hi, I'm Diane Fleming, and I've been with Norfolk Kitchen and Bath for 6.5 years. Prior to that, I did interior design and home staging.
Awesome.
Yeah, and I've also been in mortgage banking.
Oh,
so
God.
I've got a lot of background in the whole
You've
industry.
been around the block.
Yes.
Yeah, good.
My name's Jennifer Jose. I'm actually brand new to Norfolk, but I've been a designer for 7 years. My stepfather was also a builder, so
Yeah.
it's been in my background. And my mother-in-law's a realtor, so that helps on
Perfect.
that end.
Yep.
Hi, I'm Louise Roby, and I have been a designer for over 25 years and for 10 years at Norfolk.
Awesome.
Before this job, I cleaned houses. So as far as care and maintenance, I have a lot of suggestions.
That's super helpful. Awesome.
So I love the industry. It's ever changing and everyone has a different idea of what they want, and it makes it all interesting every day.
Very cool. Thank you. So ladies, I know we have a lot of topics to cover, but when it comes to trends, Mariah, you've just come back from Las Vegas, the Kitchen and Bath Builders Expo. And what were some trends that you saw? What was the favorite kind of design trend that you saw out there?
Probably all of the colors.
Yeah.
Definitely colors coming in. And then a lot of metal and wood textures mixed together, which is huge. More open shelves, less wall cabinets, minimalist kind of look.
Yep, totally.
What do you think?
I think the appliances are really
Appliances,
Yeah.
100%.
Colorful
Yes,
appliances.
colors.
I saw a lot of that on
Colors.
social media from the
so
show.
they
Oh,
don't
yeah,
even have to be
huge.
black or stainless
Pink,
anymore.
I think I saw
or-
a pink
vivid
fridge.
yes,
Yes.
Yep.
And
Yep.
a lot of different techniques, induction cooking or
Right.
Yeah.
the
Yeah, we
appliances
talked
are
about
really
that a little
kind
bit.
of doing-
Less panel ready too.
Yes.
Ah.
Yeah.
More colorful on the appliance and less panel.
Yes.
Okay.
So
Interesting.
the idea is that appliances are supposed to be the accessories of the kitchen.
Yes.
Instead of just like an appliance, like they want it to bring the whole picture together,
Yep.
basically.
Very cool. Any other input for trends? Okay. All right. So that's perfect. That covers it. Same question, but what were your least favorite trends that you saw from the Kitchen and Bath show?
I would say white shaker,
Yep.
definitely. There's not a ton out there. That the whole show is basically to promote the new trends for the new year. There's not a lot of things that we've seen in the last year or years before.
Sure.
It's kind of more of like what to expect
Okay.
and what is pushing people to kind of go towards. I think people are visual, they have to see
Yes.
visual, so being able to see it makes people be like, okay, I'm kind of into it, versus being like, hey, let's do a green kitchen, and a lot of people are not open to that.
Yeah.
So it's nice to
All
see
right. Pop quiz. What are, like, year over year, were there any trends from last year that you saw really hit the ball out of the park or really fail?
that.
Now it's kind of a put you on the spot question.
I mean, I think big thing was white and gray kitchens,
White and blue.
or white and blue.
Navy, yeah. White and gray.
White and gray, we're definitely over the white and gray.
Over it.
Okay.
Over it. It's
That's a
overplayed.
general consensus, it
Yeah.
sounds like.
Yeah, it's overplayed. I would say, and a big thing too is that a lot of people are asking us, well, what's in style?
Yes.
And the thing is that this industry is always changing
Right.
every single day. You could come in today and we could tell you one color, and tomorrow could be completely different.
Right.
It's more of, if you're going to resale, then, you know, go with something that's kind of across the board.
Sure.
If you're gonna live in your house for another 10 to 15 years, then do what you love.
Right.
You're going
Right.
to be there.
You
Stop
enjoy it.
thinking about what someone else might like.
Right.
That's the biggest thing.
What's the number, so for each of you, what's your first question when people are designing a new kitchen? I would imagine the functionality and how they're using the space is really important. So what are
Yes.
some of those questions that you're asking clients that they should be thinking about when they begin their kitchen design journey?
What is the number one thing that you dislike about your kitchen?
Oh, that's a good
Yeah.
question.
Oh yeah. How's your storage?
Yep.
Is it functional? What's your plan for appliances? Do you want to do just an all regular stove? Do you want cooktop? Do you want wall ovens? How do you function?
Yep.
Do you entertain
Cooking.
a lot? Cooking, I think,
Yeah.
is the biggest thing.
I think a lot of people come in here and you ask, what is your style? And they
Yes.
do not know what their
Yeah.
style is.
Yeah.
They'd say, I kind of like this, I kind of like that. So I really encourage people to spend time on House, which is a great
Okay,
tool.
yep.
Yeah.
And explore what the opportunities are, the options are. If you think you like farmhouse, then Google farmhouse
Yeah.
Yes.
and see
Or
what that
Pinterest.
is. Yeah, do you like raised panel doors or flat panel doors?
Right.
It's really kind of figuring out what your style is. Clearly, the
Yeah.
kitchen they're in is not their style.
Right.
So it's trying to,
Figure out
help
what
them
that
figure
is.
out what they
Yeah.
really do like.
Awesome.
No?
Any other additional questions?
I have one more. So
Yeah.
budget is a big deal.
Yeah, minor
Oh,
details,
so-
minor details.
oh.
And they don't wanna part with that. And for us, that is one of our best tools. We're not
Yes.
here to hit the budget.
Yep.
We're here to make sure we don't exceed a budget.
Yes.
And we don't sell them the big beautiful kitchen. We, kind of give them a reality check that
Right.
based on this, I can still make you a beautiful kitchen,
Sure.
but we have to stay in this bucket.
Yes.
So,
Yeah. We just need to
Realistic
be
expectations.
realistic. Yeah,
Right.
100%. And I mean, we're not here to judge you. If you come in and you say I only want to spend $10,000 or $15,000, that's fine.
Yep.
We just need to know because
Ahead
we
of
need to
time.
put you
Yeah.
in there. If you want to spend 50,000, great. Here we are. But it's hard
Yeah.
because people come in, they see this display, they're like, this is what I want.
Yeah.
But it doesn't always mean that we can achieve that
Sure.
for you, but we can get close.
All right, another pop quiz. What is the most expensive kitchen that you've worked on?
That I've already sold or that I'm working on right now?
Either one. It's a
Yeah.
ballpark budget. Yeah.
I would say, I think I'm at $75,000, maybe $100,000
Yeah.
for one of my highest ones.
Is this like a Pinterest fantasy? All of the hopes and dreams of the client are achieved?
Yes,
Okay.
which sometimes makes it hard.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, overall, or like Diane just did a beautiful kitchen in New Jersey. They saw her kitchen. Where did they see that one? On our website?
online,
Our
they
show
yes.
place.
build high gloss kitchens.
Yeah, and they
They
came up.
popped up.
You can speak on that
very
more.
cool.
So again, it was a person who knew what they wanted.
Mhm.
It still was 65,000 in cabinetry, but they knew what they wanted.
Sure.
So,
Yes.
yeah, it makes a difference.
Yeah.
I'd say 55,
Yeah.
60.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been
Well,
65,
Sure.
to include everything,
Yeah.
including countertops and installation.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Yeah.
include appliances.
It does not
No
include
appliances.
appliances. That's a
Flooring.
good, yeah,
Flooring.
good
So what
clarification.
we,
Flooring.
provide, about,
Yeah.
55, $65,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
would say.
Okay,
Yeah.
alright, cool.
On the higher end.
Yes, yeah,
for sure.
totally.
I would
Very
say
cool.
probably average kitchen ranges between 20 to 35.
Yeah.
Realistically, that's what we
Okay.
see mostly.
Yeah,
And
it's
go
just-
lower. but-
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can go all
That was
budgets.
gonna be
Yes.
We're all,
for
Yeah.
countertops, everything for.
Yep.
yeah, but I would say average wise, that's kind of where
Okay.
we're at.
Good, I wasn't thinking to ask that question, but that is helpful to know.
Yeah, yeah.
So one of the things that I also had asked Mike Turcott this same question, it was like, COVID obviously changed everything about all of our businesses, especially when it comes to real estate. And for us in real estate, we saw people needing more space or moving from a state to New Hampshire, from out of state. And we also saw a lot of people making home improvements. And with that, we saw labor shortages, material shortages, materials price increase like crazy. Quality of materials, sometimes it has changed since then too, I think, because people are trying to ramp back up production and the quality it may be different or a little more mass produced feeling. So over the last 3 years, what have you seen homeowners change or come in and say, I love my house, I love the location, but I hate the kitchen, I hate the bathroom. How did COVID impact your business, and what were the projects that you were seeing people focus on?
So COVID increased our business, which is something that none of us thought was gonna happen.
Yeah.
We actually became overwhelmingly busy.
Yep.
People were staying at home.
Yep.
They were actually utilizing their space. Their daily busy
Baking
routine
bread.
became, not what it was. So a lot of people came in and were like, I need to change the layout, or
Yeah.
I'm actually using my kitchen now and it's not working.
Sure.
And they
So
weren't eating out.
and they're not
Yes.
eating out.
They
Yes.
realized that the
Huge.
kitchen was not functional
Right.
any longer.
So I feel like a lot of people were like, let's utilize the space. A lot of people got rid of their dining rooms and wanted to extend.
Yeah. Blowing walls out.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
yeah. I mean,
And wanted the island, they all
Yes.
living
they want the island.
Yeah.
I think a lot more people were entertaining at home,
Yep.
closer with their friends and family.
Sure.
I mean, I would say that's pretty much it. Again,
Yeah.
a lot of people did move to New England
Yes.
from out of state. I
Yeah.
dealt with a lot of customers
Yep.
that were from all over and they just
From
wanted
New York,
to come
a
here.
lot of people from
Yes.
New York.
New
Yeah.
York,
California,
California.
Massachusetts,
Oh,
obviously.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Rhode Island.
Yep.
Rhode Island,
Yeah,
yeah,
for
like a
sure.
lot coming
Here.
this way.
And they brought
Yeah.
a lot of different design trends.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
talk
so
more
we
about
got-
that.
Yeah, so I think that we really, I experienced more of people that looking for better functionality. I think the high gloss or flat panel
Flat
doors
doors, yeah.
became
Yeah.
far more
Wow.
popular in the last 3 years than
Interesting.
in other years.
Very
Yeah.
cool.
I
Yeah.
never sold a slab door kitchen before.
Oh, really?
Before
Not
COVID,
Before COVID.
yeah.
Oh.
COVID was
Yeah,
Yeah.
so many
Interesting.
people wanted it.
yeah,
Yeah.
and that's
Yeah.
really more of a trend that came from the bigger cities, cause
Sure.
a lot of
So when they
apartments,
moved, they
yeah.
came, they brought it
Yeah.
with them.
And I found a lot of, those people were more, well-versed in what's available in base cabinetry.
Right.
And looking for more bells and whistles than
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure the
Typical.
options are endless.
Oh, yeah.
they're in.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There's an accessory for everything.
Yes. Okay, so, all right, pop quiz again. What's your favorite kitchen accessory, each of you? You guys have some time to think about it as we work down
I can
the
tell you
line.
my least favorite one.
Okay, yeah,
Which is
least-
Diane's favorite, probably.
Least favorite and favorite.
I would say my least favorite is the spice pullout.
Oh, why?
So the only thing is you can see all the spices on the top.
Okay.
You gotta look from the side.
Yep.
But Revishelf has come out with options to switch the shelves on the bottom, but you have to look from the
It
side
twists.
so you can see
So
everything.
you saw that at Campus.
I saw that at Capus.
Yes.
Yeah. So a
Yeah.
lot of people would be like, I love my spice pullout, but I can't see the spices on the side, so I have
Yeah.
to label the top.
Gotcha.
So
Functionality.
that.
You wouldn't really think of that until you've experienced it. I
No,
wouldn't
it
have thought
just
of that.
you see it and you're like, that's a great idea. I
Yes.
want this. It's trending. And then when people actually live with it,
Yeah.
they're like, okay, this isn't actually as functional as I thought it would
Sure.
be.
So that's your least favorite.
That's my least favorite.
Favorite?
And then my favorite. I don't know. That's tough.
Well, the microphone will work its way
Yeah.
back, so maybe just.
You're up. You're up.
So I like my spice cabinet.
Right.
So I think it's very practical. I don't like giving up my upper cabinets to a ball of spice jars that I can't see. I can't get them out from the back. I don't have any issue with finding, solutions where you can tier it, but you're still giving away a whole cabinet.
Sure.
And nowadays, spice cabinets can be as narrow as 3 inches
Okay.
and as wide as 15.
Yeah.
And depending on what you're looking to store in it. So I utilize mine completely. I keep all of my measuring cups and my big jars of, the peppercorns, that oversized ones, I keep
Sure.
those at the bottom. And I keep the ones I use every day on the top.
Yep.
And I label everything on the lid,
Yeah.
so I can.
Do you have a label maker?
No, but
No.
Adriana found us some great jars that we show in our.
Yeah,
on our
a lot of
site.
the jars too, you can buy them on Amazon.
Sure.
They have the pre-labeled,
Yes.
so you can make them cute, especially for like the tiered
Yes.
spice drawer kind of thing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, you didn't give us your least
Oh,
favorite.
that's your least favorite.
Least favorite.
Oh, yeah,
That's not
sorry.
hard.
Least
Oh,
favorite
no,
and
I feel
favorite.
So my least favorite is a spice drawer.
Ah.
Yeah.
Because you have to
Very
be
particular
so
with
diligent
spices.
about the size of spice jar you purchase. 'Cause you can go to close your drawer and it won't close.
Oh, that's a
I find
bummer.
it very.
Yeah, okay, all right.
It is annoying, for sure.
So my least favorite is actually Lazy Susan insert. I don't like the spinning tray. I like it to be big open shelves and fit more stuff in it.
Okay.
And I see a lot more customers going that way. And my favorite is the utensil and knife pull out. You can shove the knives and utensils. I don't like things on the counter,
Yep.
which is great because a lot of people don't like that. You know,
Yes.
That's a never be
Yeah.
trend. No wall cabinets, no things on the counter, really
Nothing.
sleek,
Yep.
long lines, which is
Yep.
really great.
Yeah, perfect.
I have several favorites.
Okay, all right, give us your top three.
Well, I think everyone should have a base with trash pullout.
Okay.
Okay, that's
100%.
one.
Yep.
Everyone should have rollout trays.
Yep.
Okay, so you don't have to get on your knees and figure out what's in the back of the cabinet. And I love my mixer lift.
Ah.
So
Oh,
the
You
least
have a
favorite-
KitchenAid.
I have a KitchenAid.
Nice.
Not commercial.
How frequently do you use it? Because Mariah and I were just talking about.
Yeah.
We also have
You
one.
use
too.
yours. Mine's more
At
of
least
like
2
a,
or 3 times a month.
That's awesome.
I don't bake a lot, but
Yeah.
I like the way it's stored. I
Yep,
have
and it
all
pops
my
up.
measuring cups and it
Mhm.
pops up, yeah. And I keep it on the tray,
Yep.
you know, so I love that.
And your least favorite?
Oh, boy. I really don't like that Tupperware,
right.
oh, I don't like
dispenser.
that, yeah.
I don't like things that are so specific to storage that you may outgrow that
Yes.
storage and
Sure.
then be stuck with a cabinet that, oh, what am I gonna do now?
Right.
You know?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Obsolete.
yeah.
Okay. Great answers. Thank you, ladies. So compared to a big box store, I won't name any names, but what is the difference of walking into a big box store to pick out a new kitchen? Now, the difference being the service, the design, and then the quality of the product, as opposed to coming to a show place like this, meeting with designers. If you come to Norfolk, what does that experience look like compared to a big box store?
Okay, so first thing is that we're doing kitchens, bathrooms, anything, every single day. You're not gonna see us in a lumber yard or in plumbing or electrical one day,
Sure.
and then the next day in something else.
Yep.
We are here, this is what we do every
You're
single
chosen
day.
profession.
Yes.
Yeah, seasoned professionals.
Yes.
Seasoned professionals.
Seasoned
It's more of the experience and getting to know your client. So we need to build a relationship because we are transforming the space that your family gathers in.
Right.
So we need to know what your routine is like, what your wants are, what your needs are, how much you entertain, and just basically, it's a different experience because we're holding your hand through it. the
And
whole
you're
time.
asking those lifestyle questions to really
Yes.
determine the highest and best use for the design.
Yeah, I mean,
And we're here from beginning to end,
Yeah.
and even after.
Post.
So
and
service
after.
is a big deal.
Yeah.
So
Service
if
is
something
huge.
goes wrong and your door light breaks, or you need a door replaced, you're not going through red tape
Sure.
or
Yes.
never getting an answer.
Yes.
So we're here, and
Full
we've been here for
service.
85 years, so
Yeah.
we're here.
Not going anywhere.
Not going anywhere. I might, but it won't.
Yeah, same as they said, we're really just holding our hand throughout the whole process. We end up friends with a lot of our
Yeah.
customers.
Yep.
Yep.
We end up having their sisters and brothers and aunts and
Referrals
Oh, yeah.
coming in.
all family,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, so I think it's kind of similar to a realtor, right?
Yeah.
Where you end up really, really close with your clientele.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
you're spending a lot of time with them and they're trusting you with a lot of their money.
Oh,
And a-
absolutely.
And a big part of
Yeah.
their home, that's the heart of the home. So we just end up being, I think, definitely really close with our clients.
Yeah.
Which I think is
That's
very different from the box stores.
Yes. Yeah. Good point.
I did owe everything.
Okay. Perfect.
I
Nothing to
really
add?
think it's important when a customer comes and months later they come back and we're still here to
Yes.
service them.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
you're not seeing a third party has no clue what,
Yeah.
Sure.
your kitchen was like.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I think that it's that hand-holding service that we shine.
Awesome. Perfect.
And I think there's one other that the Norfolk is very committed to the lines of cabinetry that they offer, the quality
Sure.
of the
Quality,
cabinetry.
Right.
for sure.
So we're not that big box, just cheapo.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah.
we were talking about this
Okay.
earlier when we're walking into showings and we see like, I don't even want to say whatever, like the big box. We have some terminology for it, and the quality of like the particle board cabinets or like the white stuff is peeling off of the doors, and
Yeah.
you can just see the wear and tear. Like the kitchens and bathrooms you're designing are meant to last for decades, as opposed to every 3 to 5 years you're having to replace
Yeah.
it, not because of design necessarily, but because of the quality and that wear and tear. If you're, it's one thing I think when people are thinking about like rental property or things that do have high traffic or high turnover, but you're also replacing those things frequently.
Yeah, because
Because they don't
renters
last.
just don't
Yeah, they're not built
Yeah.
to last. And so that's a great point about the manufacturing, the quality of the product, the materials in the product. Probably most consumers don't necessarily think of that first when they're thinking about kitchen and bathroom. They may think, okay, these are the amount of cabinets I need, but what about the quality? How long is it gonna last? Can I stain it? Can I paint it? What are the options?
Can I stain and repaint
Yeah.
them? We get that all the time.
Yes.
100%. Yeah.
Right?
I also think it's the experience too. So like a lot of times I'll meet with clients, help them pick out colors, and then have one of the other girls come and look and give their
Mhm.
opinion. And
Yeah.
we're all very involved in each other's work.
Yep.
Everyone's very comfortable. If I'm not here and my customer's calling or need something, I feel confident with one of the girls to help them, and I'm not worried about it. So I
Sure.
think that's a big part
Yeah.
of it, is that
Yeah, the trust that you
the
guys have
trust,
for each other.
and
Yeah.
we're all about the best experience for our customers.
Sure, awesome. So next question is, what are the top 3 things clients should consider before we touch on a little bit about your questions, but like,
Yeah.
what should clients consider when they're doing a kitchen remodel? We talked the other day a little bit about like, just logistics, like your kitchen is going to be out of use for at least a month while you're doing your remodel. So you're
Yes.
washing your dishes in your bathtub.
Oh,
Like, think
100%.
about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So those kinds of things that you may think, okay, great, a new kitchen is so exciting and I'm so excited about the end result, but like from here to that end result, what are things people should be considering when it comes to the logistics, the design, budget, contractors, 3 things.
I would say, first off, after you come in here, meet with us, do not go home and rip your kitchen out.
Yes.
That has happened a
That's
few
happened.
times. Yeah, we've all
Just
experienced
demo.
it. Yeah,
Just
they're like,
do
I'm
a
ready.
demo.
We're like, okay, cabinets are 7 weeks. So,
Yeah.
I think that being realistic about the reality. Some people don't understand that you're gonna be without your appliances, your sink for a limited time. You're gonna have to eat out.
Yep.
Remodeling in the spring, summertime, fall, better. You have
Okay.
a grill. You can eat
Yeah,
outside.
okay, good point.
Budget, really think about how much you wanna spend and doing the research.
Yeah.
I feel like, a lot of people come in here and they're blind, and obviously that's our job to educate them, but also doing your own
Yep.
is huge, I think,
Does
personally.
Pinterest count as, I spend a
It
lot of
does.
time on
Yeah,
Pinterest.
yeah,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
Pinterest is great. It's also super overwhelming because there's so much on there,
Sure.
And it's
and
advertising and it leads you to other
other
things.
things.
So
Sure.
House is very specific,
Yeah.
that's why I like
Yeah.
House.
Yeah.
If you really are wanting white kitchens, it's easier to go on House and be
Narrow it
focused
down.
on
Sure.
what it is
100%,
you want.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think also too is going with your gut instinct. If you like a style and you come in and you're showing us this, but then like next week you're like, actually, I saw this and I love
Don't be
this.
afraid.
You really think about it, but I think your first initial gut is huge,
Yeah.
personally.
Yeah.
This is what you wanted to begin with, because
Yeah.
a lot of people second guess it and they're like, well, I
Sure.
saw this. What do you think? I'm like, but do you really want that? Like, yes, you like this picture, but like, are you gonna love this in 5 years?
Yeah,
we get
that's-
asked all the time, what
What
do
we
think?
do.
And what would we do? And it
Yeah.
isn't our kitchen. I mean,
Right.
we can help you develop, I'm sorry.
No, I'm holding it.
Teamwork.
You're fine.
But we're here to advise,
Yeah.
we're not here to sell you our dream.
Sure.
And
We're
give
here to
recommendations.
help you
Yeah.
develop your own dream.
Do you find that people are strong decision makers or
Some.
some are?
So we have,
Yeah.
yes, we have the engineers of the world
Oh.
Yeah.
are gonna tell you
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
to do.
Yeah.
And sometimes that's what you have to do.
Yes,
They're-
sure.
They're very specific on what they want,
Yep.
and they're not gonna be.
You're not changing
Persuade.
their
Yeah, so
mind,
everybody
which is
has
fine.
Yep.
Everybody.
It's a better experience when someone comes in, like our girl over
Paige.
Like
here.
Paige.
Like Paige, who's done her homework, and she knows the things she likes and what she
Yes.
doesn't like. It makes us excited.
Sure.
It, it makes for a better experience if we're,
Yeah.
we're in
I
it
think
with you.
it's-
I think
We
I
want
heard
you
someone
to
say you
love
were
it.
impressive earlier with your kitchen design skills.
Well, wait till you see them.
Again, do you want a job?
Yeah.
I think, when people come in and I always ask, are you changing out your appliances?
Yeah.
Are you changing out your floor? Oh, well, we'll do that later.
No,
Well, what kind of floor were you thinking of?
Yeah, floor.
Because ripping out your floor under cabinets that were just installed may not be a good idea. You're putting the
No.
cart before the horse.
Yeah, great point.
So that is something that I always try to get.
Yeah,
How
know your whole
much,
project.
you
If
know,
we're changing the layout.
right,
How
right.
extensive
How
Mhm.
extensive is it
is
gonna
the
be?
project gonna be?
Sure.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's some of the questions that I think we talked about at my house a little bit is like, okay, if you're starting to move walls, if you're like, what are the long-term goals? And we were connected through Mike that I was looking to just add some windows, but I
Right.
also was thinking, okay, well, eventually I will do the kitchen at some point, so I don't want to do things twice.
Right.
And I
Correct.
want to make good decisions now, so I have a long-term plan that achieves all the things that I'm hoping to do. It doesn't have to all be at once necessarily, but you want to be mindful of that long-term vision.
Oh yeah, so that way you're not doing it twice.
Right.
Or being like, oh, you know what, I should have done this the first time.
Yeah.
It's just, you have to be honest and true and realistic about what you're trying to accomplish, what you wanna do, what you can afford, and then
Yeah.
we'll help you figure
Sure.
it out and
Yeah,
tell you,
It can
hey,
come in layers, right? It
Oh,
doesn't have to all be
100%.
at once, but to have that bigger picture is probably really important.
Yes.
yeah, yep, definitely.
Oh, I think something else too.
Yeah, tell us.
I just have, when people come in and they are so excited about their design, okay, just at the meet and greet, I mean, they don't have anything formalized yet,
Mhm.
you know? They're calling the electricians and the plumbers and stuff to get their bid, and I said, hold on. It's much better to present a plan, a floor
Sure.
plan
Yeah.
to your contractors.
Yeah.
Because then they have something concrete to bid on,
Right.
okay?
Right.
Other than, it's just a wish list, I mean, it's a fantasy world,
Right.
so.
That's a really good point. So Christine and Jay, who were here earlier, are clients of mine, and they're considering, should I sell my house and buy something new, or should I do the remodel of my dreams and stay?
Yeah.
And they've met with a few contractors, and each, any dude here would be outnumbered. We're all women here, but like some dude just telling you how to do things, like
Yeah.
maybe the contractors aren't necessarily, Mike does a great job of this, but like asking questions like, how are you using this space? Like the questions that you guys will be
Right.
asking,
Yeah.
contractors necessarily
Don't
don't know
know.
to
They don't
ask.
know. Yeah.
So they, I think I agree, the right process is come talk to a designer.
Yeah.
And then show the plans to the contractors to say, this is what I want to achieve. Let's talk about
How we get
budget
there.
and project. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
I
That's a
mean,
really good point.
There's endless kind of, I mean, you could do anything. Like Mike, for
Sure.
example, he could go into a house and they could have a million different things and it's super overwhelming for him because he doesn't know what to quote for you.
Sure.
So
Mhm.
Mike will call me, hi, I have new clients, I'm bidding this job, please go meet with them, come up with a design.
Right.
Once I finalize the design with them, just roughly, then he'll start working on the
Yes.
quote because he knows what to quote them.
Right.
Versus, we might take this wall out, we don't know yet. It
Yeah.
depends on the budget,
Right.
which makes it hard because they don't know where to kind of direct you.
Sure. Yep.
So a
that's
lot
good
of
point.
variables,
Yeah.
definitely.
So we've talked a lot about kitchens. You also design bathrooms. So is that fair to say that, I mean, probably kitchens are the most exciting part, but are there any trends in bathrooms when people are building new construction or doing a primary bath remodel? Are there any trends that you're seeing that people are really like sparked by or drawn to?
So we don't do full bath remodel, but
Okay.
we definitely can advise on it
Sure.
and kind of direct you. A big thing that I'm seeing is wet rooms.
What does that mean?
So it's your shower, but
Mm-hmm.
also like a soaking tub, but it's all in the same room, divided by a glass wall and door.
Okay.
We see a lot of that. Floating vanities. So basically, they are off the ground. So it's a lot easier.
Affixed to the wall.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep. So it's a lot easier to clean. Makes the space feel bigger.
Yep.
It's definitely more of a modern,
Modern,
contemporary
yeah,
look,
modern.
but we're seeing more and more of it.
And they're still looking for, storage solutions,
Yes.
even in a bathroom.
Yeah.
So we,
Lots of
we
storage.
put in a great display in the back that just features all of the pullouts and the different things that you can do inside the cabinetry for
Sure.
storing your blow dryer,
Yeah.
hampers
Yes.
inside
Yeah.
of linen cabinets and lots of different options for storage now.
Okay. Interesting. Anything to add, ladies?
I
Bathrooms?
see more colors coming into bathrooms.
Yeah.
I feel like
Nice.
people are
Yeah,
take the risk on the
they
bathroom.
do,
Yeah,
they
the
take
color.
the risks
Yeah.
that we wish they would take in the kitchen.
In the
kitchen,
or
yeah.
yeah, put
Yeah.
them in the bathroom, so
Yeah.
at least they're starting, and then hopefully we'll get them
It'll
more in
spark that
They're
inspiration.
not
for
the-
excited.
Yeah, hopefully
They're
yes,
Yeah.
we'll put more colors in the
Yeah.
kitchens.
I think a lot of people, well, some people who want a floating vanity or a floating linen tower, to let them know that you have to remove the sheetrock and put more
Sure.
support.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah. That's a great point.
and that's something that they don't think of,
Yeah.
So because it's supporting not only the cabinet, but then you have a quartz countertop and you're leaning on it, so.
Yeah.
That's how your
Maybe
plumbing
that
is, whether your
Yes.
plumbing's coming up out of the floor
Sure.
or out of the wall, they don't even think about
Yeah.
that, so it's
Yeah.
really, that could turn into a big, sorry.
Yeah. Just repeat
Yeah.
the last part. The plumbing.
Yeah, the plumbing is a big deal, you have to be aware of, is your plumbing coming out of the floor or out of the wall?
Right.
So that's important to us when
Sure.
we're trying to help you design your vanity,
Yeah.
because that could be a great.
Logistics
huge
are important.
expense.
Yeah.
Oh, huge, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, not everyone, if you have to move plumbing, not
It
everyone's
adds
ready
up.
to do
Yeah.
that.
Totally.
And then a big thing I saw at Capus is medicine cabinets are
Ah.
actually,
like how many mirror situations?
yes, but
Yeah.
they're not like the old school,
No.
ugly, 3 mirror kind of thing. Like
Indeed.
Kohler has a beautiful one, it's matte black, it has a mirror on the outside, and you open it, it has the mirrors inside.
Mm.
It's stunning. It
Yeah,
just
sounds
is like
sexy.
more modern.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
attractive. You're not like, ugh,
Yeah,
cringy.
very cool. So this could be any kind of design factor, but what are 3 trends that you hope die soon? And we have a consensus, it sounds like.
White
Yeah.
shaker.
White shaker kitchens, all
No,
white
I mean-
everything.
Yeah.
All white kitchens are beautiful. They're still timeless. They're just overdone.
Sure.
We've all done, I don't even know, countless amounts. So instead of, you still want the white, let's do a 2-toned island.
Sure.
Or add a pop of color, accent it somewhere instead of it just being
All
white
white everything.
shaker,
Yeah.
like just the same kind of
Sure.
same thing. Yeah.
Well, it's the room that you live in
Yeah.
the most, and
Sure.
so you want it to express who you really are.
yes.
And if you're gonna be there, then do it.
Yeah.
Don't be
Yeah.
afraid of it.
Yeah.
We do have a lot of customers that come in and want that green.
We almost
and
convince
then
them
like,
sometimes.
"No, I gotta
Yeah.
go white, I gotta
Yeah.
go white." They back away.
It'll be like last minute. They're like, I changed my mind.
Yes. Oh,
We're
that's
like,
hard to green. Yeah,
Don't be
do
afraid,
green, do
yeah,
green.
so, yeah. And so in a trend or whatever, which I hope dies is that people aren't so afraid.
Yeah,
Yeah,
embrace it. Let your
people-
freak flag
Yes,
fly,
just
right?
do
Just
it,
embrace
just go for
it.
it, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll help you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We want to.
Yeah.
Yeah, we want to,
Yeah.
for
We
sure.
want to.
We get
For
excited, we
sure.
run around, hey,
like we cheer. We're like,
That's a big deal.
You brought in a lovely couple tonight that's gonna let
Yes.
me do a green kitchen.
Yes,
Cannot
I was so
wait.
surprised that they
Cannot
said green.
wait.
Yes, I
Yeah.
love
And the
that.
color green I wanna do.
Yes.
I'm so excited for it.
Yeah.
But also white and navy.
oh
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
white and
We're
navy,
just so over it.
white and gray.
Yeah.
I'm just over it.
I think white and gray is like a builder's like
Yeah.
People are so
Builder,
worried about
Yeah,
trends.
builder green.
typical.
Yeah, they want to stay away from the trends. It
Well,
sounds like.
Well, no, a lot of people want to do the trends,
Oh,
but they're not
right.
realizing that that trend is gonna be over in like a year,
Yes.
Yeah.
right?
Well,
Do
yeah.
the thing that you love,
Yeah.
not what's
Yeah.
Well, it's
in
also hard
style.
too because in New England we are like so far behind. So
Mhm.
like on the other side of the country, it's all these great things, and then by the time it comes over here, it's like
Changed over there.
changed over there,
Yes,
and it's like, oh, you're
true.
still doing white and gray and white and
Yeah.
blue, like that's
Yeah.
terrible. And we're like, I know. Stop
That's true.
judging us.
One more. Yeah. What was the question? Oh, the three trends you wish
trends.
die.
Oh, white.
White.
Yeah.
A lot of my customers are,
Because it's like
I'm talking them into a wood stain.
Yeah.
The lighter
Okay,
wood stains.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and if you want white, all the walls and talls can stay white, but
Sure.
a nice stain on the bases.
Yep.
Yep.
And a lot of people are, yeah,
Open to it.
okay.
Good. Awesome.
Not all of them.
Not all. So
What advice would you have? We talked a little bit about this earlier tonight. When clients, our buyer clients, or buyers in general, are looking at new construction, what are some tips that you recommend when they're coming to you and their builder has said, go to Norfolk, talk to the ladies there to design your kitchen and bathrooms? What are some things that you wish buyers, new home builders knew coming into your showroom?
your allowance.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like a lot of people don't understand the allowance that they're given and what they actually want.
Sure.
That makes it tough, especially when you design a beautiful kitchen and then they talk to the builder and they're like, oh, he's only covering this X amount, but like we can't afford these upgrades.
Right.
That's hard because now we have to change this whole design and basically take out a lot of things.
Right. Crush their dreams.
Yeah, I think the reality of that is
Yeah, and to avoid going direct to a contractor to.
Yeah, to the builder directly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Get a
Yeah,
buyer
to a
agent.
builder.
Get a buyer
Yes,
agent.
a buyer
Buyer
agent.
agent, for
Yes,
sure.
girls. Yes,
Yeah,
buyer
yeah.
agent.
buyer agents ask a lot of questions
Yeah.
that homeowners don't necessarily think of.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah.
And you're
a
gonna
lo-
make sure that those budgets are good.
Reasonable.
Reasonable, yeah.
Ish. Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna ask them
Ish.
what's included. Like you're gonna think of things that they don't necessarily think of.
Right.
They think that they're going to the builder direct. This is better for me, but the builders don't always tell you these things. They don't always get on that level with clients. So, yeah, definitely having an agent through the whole
Yes.
process is
Yeah.
a big difference for sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you. Any other thoughts about new construction? I mean, does that? I think we talked a little bit about earlier, like you guys end up sometimes being the bad guys because buyers come in here, they're so excited about their new construction, they have their Pinterest fantasies, and then their budget's $10,000 and it doesn't even cover, like, we're supposed to be, when we're advertising new construction, show like, hey, these photos we're showing you are renderings of what you could do,
Right.
but it shows all these cabinets in this 8-foot island and all the bells and whistles, but your budget is $10,000 and that wouldn't even cover the island. So
Yeah.
just something we definitely see and you're seeing too is really just being familiar with what is the allowance, what can you achieve, what you're hoping to achieve, and if you can't and there are upgrades, then who's paying for that? And
Right.
in this market, it's the buyers.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people get upset with us.
Sure.
Because they're mad at us because their allowance is only this much, but the kitchen is this much, and they get super frustrated.
Right.
And then they're off shopping.
And then they shop us.
Yeah.
And it's really hard. Like with one of my builders, we talk about it. Okay, what are you seeing that people want in their kitchens?
Sure.
We're planning this development, what should we include? And
Yep.
that makes a huge difference.
Yes.
And none of their customers complain.
Right. They
Because
set
they're
the expectation
getting-
ahead of
Yeah.
time.
Yep, it
Yeah.
makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
You know.
Great. Just a couple more questions. So, are there any specific designers or